الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما الإمام المنتظر الحجة الثاني عشر روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء أما بعد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Okay, lesson number 4. It's about the numbers from 21 to 30. And I'll just bring it onto the screen now. And then it's got the bigger numbers as well. So we did some counting. So we did the first. So we did page 25 and 26. And we were going to do counting on page number 27. So Bismillah is a good kind of start. So here, what's happening now? So the rulings of 4 to 10, they start again itself. So you say mi'atu is 100, arba'atu tullabin. So 104 is arba'atu. Arba' is feminine because the ma'dud is masculine. So the ma'dud being masculine, the number will be feminine. So that's the reason why tullab is coming with a kasra tanween. Bismillah, continue.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. 104 is Miyatun wa Arbatu Tullabin, and 104 male students. And then Miyatun wa Arbau Talibatin is 104 female students. And then Miyatun wa Khamsatu Tullabin is 105 male students, and Miyatun wa Khamsu Talibatin is 105 female students. Then Miyatun wa Sittatu Tullabin is 106 male students, and Miyatun wa Sittu Talibatin 106 female students. Then Miyatun wa Savatu Tullabin is 107 male students. Miyatun wa Salasu Talibatin.
So the
Why?
difference, one is this column here is for the ma'dud being masculine, and over here is the ma'dud being feminine. So this is the difference between the two. So one
No,
is
but number is also different actually. 106, 7.
yeah. So the reason why 7 itself. So this is a mistake. This should be sub-o.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a mistake now.
Okay, I'll write down sub.
There's a mistake.
Okay. Then Miyatun wa Samaniyatu Tullabin is 108 male student, and Miyatun wa Samani Talibatin is 108 female students. Miyatun wa Tis'atu Tullabin 109 male student. Miyatun wa Tis'u Talibatin 109 female students. Miyatun is Tanveen, and this and the number are only
Because yeah, it's coming because numbers from 3 to 9 they come as muzaf ilay. So that's what this talibin with the mi'atun, it comes with the tanween itself. Correct.
all right. Then Miyatun wa Asharatu Tullabin is 110 male student, and Miyatun wa Ashru Talibatin is 110 female students. And then Miyatun wa Ahada Ashara Talibin.
Correct. So here now, mi'atu ahada ashar taliban. Now again, 11 and 12 numbers. The units and the tens, both of them correspond with the ma'dud. Ahada is masculine. Ashara is masculine. Mi'atun is the 100. Ihda is feminine. Asharata is feminine.
111 female students. Then Miyatani is 200.
Correct.
And Miyata, Talibin, and Talibatin. What is this? Miyata?
So here, mi'ata talibin.
Okay.
So this is 200. So you can see either mi'a. So what happens? Mi'atan is 200, but when
All
you're
right.
counting it, the noon
Hmm.
gets dropped of 200. So it becomes, instead of mi'atani, the noon gets dropped
Mhm.
because it's mudaf ilayh. So it becomes mi'ata talibin or mi'ata talibatin.
ठीक है, सही. Then 300 is this Thalasumiyati Talibin and Talibatin.
Correct?
Thalasumiyati.
So what's happening here now? Thalatho is coming as the opposite gender. Sorry, it's the opposite of talib.
Hmm.
Thalatho, so this is masculine. Mi'atu remains feminine. So thalatho mi'at talibin wa talibatin. Arba'u mi'ati talibin wa talibatin. So it's both are allowed here now. Khamsu mi'atu talibin wa talibatin. So the 500, you can use either of them, masculine and feminine itself.
वो तो ठीक है, लेकिन ये सब याद कैसे रहेगा?
Practice. Things that
क्योंकि हर दफा चेंज हो रहा है. आप देखें ऊपर
GG.
तनवीन है.
The main thing is that in counting is that as long as you can count ثلاثة مئة خمسة مئة سبعة مئة, regarding whether you make the mistake of the time مربوطة or not, that's more of a small thing. The main thing is that you're able to count itself.
बहुत challenging है.
I know that this is the most difficult,
हम्म.
but the only thing, the best way of doing it is trying to know the number, counting itself. واحد وتسعين 94 95 100 and then know how to count from there. So 105 103. So this is normally Armia when you're on the streets. They want to be really focusing whether you're saying it 105 طالبات 105. At least know the counting. That's the most important. When you're writing, then you need to write it correctly. But in the spoken, if you make a slight error, it's not an issue. Not an issue. Okay. Bismillah.
अच्छा, उसके बाद है हम 400 था अरबा उमियती तौलिबिन एंड तौलिबतिन, एंड देन
Yes.
500 इज खमसुमियती तौलिबिन एंड तौलिबतिन. 600 इज सित्तु मियती तौलिबिन एंड तौलिबतिन. 700 इज सबउ मियती तौलिबिन एंड तौलिबतिन. 800 इज तमानी मियती तौलिबिन एंड तौलिबतिन.
Right.
And 900 is this Umiyati Talibin and Talibatin, and 1000 is Alfu Talibin and Talibatin.
Excellent, brilliant, thank you. Let me bring Sister Sabira. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi, Sister Sabira. Let's start from the 1,000 now. So Alfu Talibin or Talifatin, it's 1,000, and then 2,000 is
2000. Sorry, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa
2000 is Alfani.
excellent, Alfani. So there's a book in Arabic which is called I don't know, have you heard this book called Alfain?
No, I haven't heard of that.
So there's a book which Allama Hilli has wrote, and it's called Alfain. Alfain means 2,000. In that book, he has compiled 2,000 Fadail of Imam Ali alayhi salam. It's a very famous book, yeah. It's called Alfain.
Okay.
So that's a book in regards to Imam Ali alayhi salam. He's proving the wilayat of Imam Ali alayhi salam, that he has 2,000 Fadail itself. So inshallah, once we've done this, we will inshallah delve into Alfain as well, inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah.
So what's the name? Why is the Alfan? Because Alfan is the...
So Alfani is marfu. So
Yeah.
because it's dual, all as you know, dual rajulani, and that's in the state of marfu. But when you say Alfain or rajulain, it comes in the state of nasab. So when it's coming in a state of nasab, means that it's coming as an object. Yeah. So it could mean, so when the book is named Alfain, you can either say that he said Ana ahsibu Alfain fadlan li Amir al-Mu'minin al-Islam. So I have counted ahsib hasiba yahsibu, to count. Yeah. So if it's something in the state of mansub, you can say that there's a verb which should come in the beginning, which is I count GG. And the Alfain is coming as the object of what is being counted. Now I have counted what 2,000 Fadail of Imam Ali alayhi salam.
Okay.
Okay. I'll send a book in the group. If it's not a difficult book because it's hadith or the Ahlul Bayt al-Muslim, so you should be able to make a gist and make some understanding of that as well, inshallah. I'll send it across.
Okay. Jazakallah.
Bismillah. It's continuous to Sabila.
Okay. So Alfani is 2000.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what Alpha Talibin.
So what's happening here? So anytime, whenever you have a dual number, meaning like it has alif noon as a dual, like alfun is 1000, alfan is 2000. So what happens? The noon always gets dropped. So whenever you're doing like 200, 300, 200, and it's in twos, whenever a noun is mudaf, because it's alpha talib, because you talibin having kasra tanween. So whenever a dual noun it comes as mudaf, the noon gets dropped.
Okay.
That's a ruling.
And there's an alif, so you won't mix it up with the 1000 because that's alfu, and this is
exactly.
alfa.
Yeah, exactly. The alif itself, it makes you remember that this is a dual because there's an alif after the fa.
Okay. Then ثلاثة آلاف طالب. So that's 3,000 students in طالبة. And then أربعة آلاف طالب or طالبة. خمسة آلاف طالبة. ستة آلاف طالبة. سبعة آلاف طالبة. ثمانية آلاف طالبة. and تسعة آلاف طالبة.
Excellent. And then 10,000.
And 10,000 is عشرة آلاف طالب.
Excellent.
And 20,000 عشرون ألف طالب. So now suddenly the mud on the alif has gone when it's 20,000.
Yes.
But when it was 10, there was alaf.
Exactly. That's right. So what happens? You use now ishrun and alf, 20,000. So you have what it's trying to say is 1,000, 20,000. So that's the reason why alf has come. It's basically 20 lots of 1,000 is 20,000. That's what it is. Ishrun alf, thalathun alf. So 30 lots of 1,000. Ishrun alf, thalathun alf. So he's got the 1,000 and 30, 30 and then 1,000.
Okay.
Quite easy.
So alaf is the plural of alf or no?
Asharatun. So alaf is a plural alf. So 10,000 asharatu alaf. Then it comes ishrun, thalathun alf, arba'un alf. It's quite easy.
It's easy.
Yeah, the Arabic numbers are not too bad. The small numbers are difficult, but the big numbers are quite easy.
شيخ صعب جدا.
Practice.
Yes.
Practice.
Do you still want to continue or?
Bismillah.
Okay. So then we have أربعون ألف طالب. خمسون ألف طالب. مئة ألف طالب. So again, so 50,000, and then now we have 100,000.
So he has mi'atu.
Yeah, so 100,000 again, mi'atu alfi, it becomes talibin.
Correct.
Alfi. So why is it now from a fatha to a kasra?
So what's happening here now? Mi'atu alfi. So it's mudaf, mudaf ilay. So the 100,000. Mi'atu alfi. And then mudaf, mudaf ilay. And then mudaf, mudaf ilay is a double barrel, mudaf, mudaf ilay. So that's the reason why it's alfi.
Okay. So then 200,000 is mi'ata alfi talibin, and 300,000 is Salathu mi'ati alfi talibin.
Excellent.
And then 400,000 is arba'u mi'ati alfi talibin.
Excellent.
Do I still continue?
Yeah, this was last two. That's it. We're done.
So is this 3, 4, 5, 6 equals?
So this is so this number here. It's, let's read it. Thalatha wa arba'un, that's 43. Then 500, that's 500. وستة, so 6,543.
Okay. آلاف ريال. And then
So
43,500 آلاف روبية.
So what's happening here is a difference between having a masculine, Riyal being masculine. So that's the reason why. Sorry. Yeah. So because the Riyal itself, it's without the Taya Marbuta.
Mm.
So that's the reason why the numbers are coming.
So all of them are similar, the top line and the bottom line, except for the first one,
Yes.
number 3.
Yes.
In the Riyalin, only Thalatha 2 is feminine, whereas in the rupees, the Thalathun is masculine.
Correct. Because Riyal is masculine and Rubiya is feminine. So that's why Thalathatun has been allowed. Arba'una is same for both genders. Khamsumi'atin.
Okay.
This is now, see, 500. Sittatu alafin, and everything else remains the same. So only thing is changed is the thalathu itself, the 3.
Okay.
But apart from that, everything else is the same. So thalathatun wa arba'una wa khamsumi'a wa sittu alafin. So thalathatu wa arba'un, that's 43. Khamsumi'a, 500. Sittatu alafin, riyal is 6,543. Is masculine or feminine itself. Okay, that's fine.
So अगर ये इंग्लिश में नंबर है 6,543, तो हम अरबिक में 3 को पहले लेके आ रहे हैं इसमें.
Yeah, they start from the
3,
bottom
4.
side. J.
Salah.
So thalathatun wa arba'una, that's 43. Khamsumi'a, that's 500. And then how many? 6,000. So 6,543. So they work the other way around.
And because you know that Riyal is masculine
Yep.
and the rupees are
Feminine.
feminine, what if you take some other I don't know currency, say
Makes
pound or dollar, or would you
So
treat them as masculine?
Junay is feminine. So you treat them either way. It doesn't matter. If you know what they are, that's fine. If you don't, that's not an issue with the currencies itself.
Right. Okay. So it doesn't really matter. It's just it.
No,
Book is being very finicky.
Yeah, it's been it's of course, yeah, but in common usage itself, it's fine. It's not an issue itself.
Okay.
Okay, what I'm going to do is okay, what it's doing here now, it's breaking down all the rulings now. It's saying now al-ahwal al-adad, the changes of the numbers itself. So al-adadani wahid wa ithnan ala wifq al-ma'dud. So basically, it's trying to say there are 2 numbers, 1 and 2. They will correspond to the thing which is being counted. So 1 and 2. So number 1 and 2, whenever you have, they'll be the same itself with the ma'dud. But al-a'dad min thalathati ila ashra ala aqsil ma'dud. So what this means, it means that numbers from 3 to 10, al-a'dad means numbers from 3 to 10, ala aqsil ma'dud means that it will be the opposite of the ma'dud. So if the ma'dud is masculine, the numbers will be feminine. If the ma'dud is feminine, the numbers will be masculine, vice versa itself. And then it says al-adadani, 2 numbers, 11 and 12. These 2 numbers, they're both parts, the units and the tens, will be corresponding to the ma'dud itself. That's why it's got 2 ticks. Both parts will match. The ahada and ashar, ithna, ashar, both will match to the ma'dud. Then it says, number 4, al-a'dad, the numbers, min thalathata ashar ila tis'ata ashar, al-juz al-awwal, the first part, ala aqsil ma'dud. It's saying that here, from 13 to 19, the unit itself will be of the opposite gender, but the tens itself will be corresponding to the ma'dud. So literally remember that the other easier way of remembering it is saying that counting from 13 to 19, the tens will correspond to the ma'dud, but the units will be opposite. That's the easy way of doing it. The tens will correspond to the ma'dud, but the units will be of the opposite gender. That's the easier way of remembering it rather than this bit itself. And then it says this is the actual changes, the numbers, and then the actual ahwal al-ma'dud. So how would the ma'dud come? So that was about the numbers. Now here it's about the harakat. Now from 3 to 10, it will be plural with a kasra. Plural and a kasra. Majroor. 11 to 99 will be singular and mansoob. Is it raining in London, by the way?
Yes, it's raining hard.
That's what I'm saying. It's raining quite hard here as well. That's what I asked
Yeah.
you. Is it raining in Manchester?
नहीं यहाँ नहीं है.
Yeah, यहाँ तो काफी शदीद बारिश पड़ रही है.
और किस जगह है?
Bristol, isn't it 100 miles away, 110 miles?
All right. Okay. I think tomorrow is prediction, but not today.
Yeah, it's I think amber warning as well, weather warning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then from 100 to 1,000. So talib bin will be mufrad and majroor. So it's basically put everything in a summary form. Okay, don't worry about this. I'm not going to test you on this. I just need to know the counting that. If someone gave you a number, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, that's it. I don't want you to be expert in numbers. Okay, let's read the points to remember, and then inshallah we'll move on. Sister Sabira, go ahead, read this, please. It'll be easier for you. It's basically what I've read in English now.
Okay. This lesson deals with the numbers. All the rules about the numbers mentioned before have been put together here. We summarize these rules under the following headings. The rules regarding the numbers. A. Wahidun ithnani. These agree with the ma'dud and follow the ma'dud as adjectives. Example. Kitabun wahidun. Kitaban ithnani. So kitabun, so one book, and then kitaban ithnani. So two books.
Yep.
Okay. Sayaratu wahidatun. So one car. Sayaratanis isnatani. Two cars. Then B. Salasatu ashratu. These numbers do not agree with the ma'dud. If the ma'dud is masculine, these are feminine, and vice versa. Example. Salasatu rijalin wa salathu nisa'in. So 3 men and 3 women. Ahada ashara, ithna ashara. So that's 11 and 12. Both the parts agree with the ma'dud. Example. Ahada ashara taliban, ihda ashrata talibatan. So 11 male students and ihda ashra, 11 female students.
So you see here now, Ashra, Taliban, 10, and Taliban is the same, but Ahada is the same as well. Ihda is feminine, Ashrata is feminine because 11 and 12, both parts correspond.
Yeah. And then D, Salasata ashra and Tis'ata ashra. So that's 13 and Tis'ata.
19.
That is 19.
19, yeah.
Yeah.
So 13 to 19, sorry.
Yeah.
The second part agrees with the ma'dud and the first part does not. Example, Salasata ashra taliban and Salasa ashrata talibatan. So 13 male students and 13 female students. Okay. E, mi'atun alfun. And from ashruna to tis'una. So ishruna is 20 to tis'a, 90, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. These numbers do not change for gender. Example, khamsuna musliman, muslimatan, and miyatu talibin or talibatan. So khamsuna is 50 Muslims or 50 female Muslims, and miyatu is 100 students, talibin and talibatin.
Correct.
And then F, mi'atani and alfani. When the madud is mentioned, the noon is omitted. Example, mi'ata riyalin, so that's 100 riyals.
No,
And
200. So it says that when ma'dud is
mi'at,
mentioned, the noon is omitted. So mi'atan is 200, alfani is 2,000. So these 200 and 2,000, the noons get dropped when the ma'dud is mentioned. So what it's
Okay.
trying to say, it was originally mi'atani, the noon is dropped, so it becomes mi'ata riyalin, mudaf ilayh. And next, alfa.
Yes. Alfa dolarin. So alpha is 1,000.
Yep.
Okay, so that's $1,000.
No, it's 2000.
Yeah, alpha, yes, 2,000, yeah.
Thank you. I'm just
No
going
need to. No need to. Yeah.
Number 2, the rules regarding the ma'dud. Oh, by the way, do you want me to continue, Mulana?
Yeah. Number
Or
2, let's give that to Sister Nigga to let her join in. Bismillah, Sister Nigga.
The rules regarding the madud. The madud of 3 to 10 is majroor, plural. For example, salasatu kutubin. Okay, madud ho gaya aisa. Okay. The madud of 11 to 99 is mansoob, singular. For example, ahada ashara kawkaban. Okay. And the madud of 100 and 1000 is majroor, singular. Alfu riyalin. The i'rab of the numbers. Number A is wahidun isnani. These are used as adjectives. For example, indi riyalun wahidun, indi riyalani isnani. Okay. Uridu riyalan wahidan and uridu riyalaini isnaini.
Excellent.
Hazal qalamu bi riyalin wahidin, hazal qalamu bi riyalaini isnaini. So in this one is nani is 90. Okay. For 11 and 12. Translate to nahi karo, aage padho.
No, that's fine.
Number B is salasatun asharatun. These are regularly declined. For example, indi khamsatu riyalati. क्या मतलब है इसका regularly declined?
In the Khamsatari, I have 5 riyal. So it means that these are regular decline. That means that it means that the harakat for these nouns itself, it's a normal harakat. So so what's happening, what it's trying to say, this word here, the numbers, indi khamsatu riyalat. And so here, indi is khabar, khamsatu riyalat is mudaf ilayhi, mubtada'i muakhar. Uridu is fi'il. Here is not khamsat, is coming with a fatha. Khamsata rialatin. So here I have fi'il and fa'il. Yes, uridu, I want. What do you want? 5 riyal. So this here, khamsata is coming with a fatha because it's maf'ul for uridu, and it's mudaf, and rialatin is mudaf ilay. But the harakat of the mudaf is fatha because it's the fi'il maf'ul of uridu. Here, هذا القلم بخمسة ريالات. So here, this pen بخمسة. So you see the hara. So these are regular decline. This is what it means, that according to the situation these nouns are coming, they're marfu, mansub, and majrur. So here, because of ba harf jar, it's bikhamsati. Why? Because it's harf jar. It's not taking a tanween because khamsa is also coming in mudaf, and rialatin is mudaf ilay.
ठीक.
Is that clear?
जी बिल्कुल. Ahada ashara, tis'ata ashara. These numbers are mabni, indeclinable. These remain unchanged except the word isnata and isna. Indi khamsata ashara riyalan and uridu khamsata ashara riyalan and hazal qalamu bi khamsata ashara riyalan. ये indeclinable है.
Yep.
But only the word isnata and isna in isna ashara and isnata asharata are declined like the dual. The words ashara and asharata remains unchanged. For example, in the Isna ashara riyalan and indi isnata asharata rubiyatan. और फिर है उरीदु isnati asharata rubiyatan and uridu isnai ashara riyalan. Isnati, okay. And then hadal kalamu bi visnati asharata, sorry, asharata rubiyatan and hadal kalamu visnai ashara riyalan. Visnai. Okay.
So it's showing the difference between the numbers itself with Al-Rubiyya and so
When
forth.
they become
Yeah.
mansoob and majroor. Okay. And then uqud, ishruna, tisuna decline like the sound masculine plural. So indaka sittuna riyalan. Uridu sittina riyalan. Hazal kitabu bi sittina riyalan. आगे पढ़ो ई
Go ahead.
Miyatun alfun. These are declined regularly. For example, Murattabuhu alfu dolarin. His salary is $1,000. Akhastu alfa dolarin minhu. I took $1,000 from him. Ishtaraytuhu bi alfi dolarin. I purchased it for $1,000.
Excellent.
Mi'ata alfa. These are dual and are declined as such. For example, Ujratuhu alfa rialin. His wages are 2,000 rials. And ma yuridu alfai rialin. He does not want 2,000 rials. Ya'malu bi alfai rialin. He works for 2,000 rials.
Excellent.
Miatin and tis'umiyati. In these numbers, the word mi'ati is majroor because it is mudaf ilay. In these numbers, the maduf is joined to the maduf ilay in writing. Mudaf is joined to mudaf ilay. The mudaf take the case required in the sentence. For example, in the salasumiyati rialin. Uridu salatu miyati rialin ishtaraitu bi salasi miyati rialin. इसमें मुदाफ और मुदाफ इलैह ज्वाइन कैसे हुआ है?
So here, thalathu mi'ati. Thalathu mi'at. This is what's mudaf. So in these numbers, the mi'ah is majrur because it is mudaf ilay. In these numbers, so here, the thalathu mi'ati, this is what's happening. So normally mi'ah is 100, but it's joining on together.
और रियालिन भी मुदाफ इलैह है.
Yes.
तो ये मुदाफ वस्फ हो जाएगा, मियती जो हो जाएगा.
It's double muzaf ilay.
Double, yeah, okay. Last miyati. Note that samani miyatin is originally samani miyatin. The ya has been omitted, so the ni in this word remains unchanged. The word alf may be a number and a madur at the same time. For example, salasatu alafi rialin, 3,000 rials. And sittata ashara alfa rialin, 16,000 rials. And the salasuna alfa rialin, 30,000 rials.
Right.
And miyatu alfi rialin, 100,000 rials. In this example, the word alfun or alafin is a madud with regard to the previous numbers, and it is a number with regard to the word following it.
Okay, let's bring Sister Munira. Would you want to read?
Yeah, thank
Go
you.
ahead. Bismillah.
From where?
Point number 5. If the number is mudaf,
Point number 5.
Yep.
Okay. If the number is mudaf, it has no tanween. when the madud is mentioned and it has tanween, and when the madud is omitted. Example, how many riyals do you have? Kam riyalan indaka? I have 10 riyals. In the ashara or in the asharatu riyalatin. For how much did you buy this watch? بكم اشتريت هذه الساعة? For 1,000 riyals. بألف يا أخي or بألف ريال. How many riyals do you want? كم ريالا تريد? I want 20,000 riyals. 20,000 يا أخي or أريد 20,000 ريال. Number 6, reading the number. While reading the number, it is better to start with the units and then go to tens, and then to hundreds, and then to thousands. Example, if the madud is masculine, وأربعون وخمسمائة وستة الآلاف ريال. وستة الآلاف, right?
ستة آلاف.
آلاف. Okay. So it is ثلاثة, and it is ثلاثة. There is tanween.
Yes, correct.
ثلاثة وأربعون وخمسمائة وستة آلاف ريال.
6,543, correct. 43 500 وستة آلاف ريال, correct. And then
If the
finally,
madud is feminine, ثلاث وأربعون وخمسمائة وستة آلاف روبية.
excellent.
Number 5 describe कर सकते हैं थोड़ा सा number 5 point जो था.
Okay. If the number is mudaf, it has no tanween when the ma'dud is mentioned and has tanween when the ma'dud is not mentioned. Okay. Okay, let me explain here. So here, I'll give you an example. Kam riyal indak. How many riyals do you have? So say that if the number is mudaf, it has no tanween. So meaning that these numbers ashratun, can you see the word ashratun? There's no mudaf being mentioned after it. So it has no tanween. With the ma'dud, it is mentioned, and has tanween when the ma'dud is omitted. So in the ashratun, so you see in the ashratu are riyalatin here. So ashratu is mudaf now, riyalatin is mudaf ilay. But when the mudaf ilay is dropped, then it's in the ashratun. Can you see the difference now? In the ashratu, what do you have? The riyal. The riyal should be mudaf ilay, but has not been mentioned. So that the ashratun gets a tanween. So when it's mentioned, the ashra gets a dhamma. Become ishtraytu hadha sa'a bi alfin. It should be bi alfi riyalin, but because it's not mentioned, it's only bi alfin kasra tanween. So when the ma'dud is mentioned, the numbers itself will get a without tanween. Kam riyalin turidu, how many riyals do you want? Ishrina alfan. So if I say I needed 20,000 riyal, then I will say uridu ishrina alfa, no alfan. Here is alfan, alfa riyalin. So here it's coming fatha because it's the maf'ul of uridu. It's not taking a tanween because the ma'dud is mentioned. So that's the reason why it's alfa riyalin. If riyalin isn't mentioned, then it will take a tanween and it will be ishrina alfan. I hope is that clear. Yes?
लेकिन 20 अल्फा में तो कुछ भी आ सकता है कि मुझे 20,000 कुछ भी चाहिए ना.
Yeah, so 20 alfan, yes. But the thing is that सवाल में मौजूद है कि कौन सी करेंसी चाहिए, कम रियाल खरीदो.
ठीक है.
So there's a context of the situation which make you understand what you need. 20 alfan what? Riyalan. That's the whole lesson.
ठीक.
ठीक है. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So I'm not going to do anything else. Just this is enough for today. Just to absorb how much you can. And then next session, we'll do the lesson 5 as well. So it's not much. So lesson 5 is a quite an easy lesson. It's not difficult like the previous lesson itself. Okay.
जी
Okay. Jazakallah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So is the master dua, inshallah.